I think like the way we practice helps. Like if we practice really well, then like we play really well.
As far as this Carroll team, X's and O's wise, what is it about this team that makes you guys work? Balance? Is it just overall skill? Is it, the fact that you guys can't really, defenses can't key on any one player, I guess, is what I'm alluding to.
Well, a lot of us have played together for a while, so like a lot of us on a team have chemistry. So like it helps when you're playing with people that you've played with for a long time, and I don't know, we all just get along really well, so it helps on the court.
Southside, your only game this week, so leading up to Friday, Southside's your only game this week. So what are some of the things that the coaches are stressing? What are some of the things you know about Southside that you have to take into account when you play them on Friday?
I know Southside's like pretty fast, so I think like we got to try to keep up with them, and they have a lot of girls that drive, so not playing like super tight so they don't go around us could help.
When you take a look at the SAC standings, you are the two undefeated teams left. So this is not a championship game, but has a championship feel to it and will have a big impact on the championship. How do you approach a game like this, knowing that if you want to accomplish one of your goals, this is a game that you guys need to win?
I think that we just need to take it serious, like when we get there, and still have fun, but like when we get on the court, just know that like this game's important, so we need to take it seriously.
What are you most looking forward to about Friday? It's going to be our Highlight Zone game of the week. It's the game that people are looking as one of the girls' games of the year. Like, what are you most looking forward to about just the whole experience on Friday night and the game?
I'm happy to see how the game goes and like play like a good team. Also, it's like our senior night, so like celebrating like our seniors will be fun too.
Key to having that type of success as a team.
We really just have like a really deep bench, so it's a lot easier for us because we can sub in anybody at any time and we can still do the roles on the court that our coach asks us to.
X's and O's wise, what's really working for you guys? Because it seems like you guys have a fairly balanced attack, as you alluded to.
I think that our team is just like, we have such a great bond. It makes it a lot easier to play on the court together. So when we do sub and when we do play together, we can like feed off each other, and it helps us win those games that are tough.
What do you know about Southside? Obviously, you've played that team. You've played those girls before. You know them pretty well. What do you know about them, and what has Coach really stressed this week in practice leading up to Friday night?
I know they're a very aggressive team. They're very fast, quick on transition. They have big posts. So it's going to be key for us to stop the post and stop the penetration. So we're just working on getting ready for that.
When you take a look at the SAC standings, I mean, these are the two last undefeated teams in the SAC girls standings. So it's sort of a de facto SAC championship game, although there's still a lot of basketball to be played. How do you approach a game like this, knowing that I imagine one of the goals at the beginning of the year was to win an SAC championship, and this is a game that you need to have to make that happen?
We really just have to be mentally prepared for this because we're both undefeated, so it makes it harder. So we all have to be mentally prepared, ready, and come off strong from the bat. So
Final question. It's going to be our Highlight Zone game of the week. It's kind of the SAC game of the year for girls basketball. What are you most looking forward to about what Friday is going to be all about, and just kind of the magnitude of the game and the interest and the hype surrounding it all?
I'm really excited for the competition. It's going to be great. It's going to push us and push our team to what we can so we can see what we really are capable of. So I think that this game is really going to determine a lot for us.
Over the past few years, it's always kind of been Homestead and Southside as the teams that people look at. Do you think this could be a game that gets, I don't want to say puts Carroll on the map because you guys have been good for a long time, but kind of gets you into that upper echelon of SAC teams?
Yeah, I really think it does. A lot of teams overlook us, and this year I think that we're proving that they can't overlook Carroll.
Perfect. All right. Anything else?
It's a talent. It's a team. The great thing about the makeup of this team is they don't care who's the high scorer. They go out and just play hard. They have a passion. They love to play. They work hard. If when you watch practice, what you see in practice, what you see in the game. They're just a fun group to coach and a fun group to develop, and they just like to play. The thing is, some people look at, hey, we have to win. No, when we got behind in a lot of games, that didn't bother them. They knew they had confidence that their defense would come and they would put us back into the game, and that's what makes this team so special. They just don't give up.
When you look at Southside this coming Friday night, obviously a very good basketball team. These are the two undefeated teams left in the SEC standings.
Yes.
So, when you look at Southside, what are some of the concerns that you have? What are you trying to impart to your team this week that you guys have to do well to counterbalance some of the things that they do well?
Well, they got a great inside player. They got great guard play. We have to do a better job of rebounding. We got to do a better job of stopping the inside, and then try to contain their outside game. If they're hitting threes, they're a very tough team. They like to push the ball. They're kind of just similar to what we like to do. They have that same type of game plan. And the thing that we've been playing, our defense has been playing very well, and I think our offense is starting to come around at the right time. But it's going to be one of those games, just like in the past. It's just going to be a hard-fought game with athletic talent on the court, and it's just going to be interesting to see who comes on top.
I imagine one of your goals as a team at the beginning of the season is to win an SAC championship. So this game will go a long way in determining that. How do you approach a game of this magnitude, knowing that if you guys want to win an SAC championship, this is a game, it's not a must-win game,
Right.
but it's a game that you would like to have in your back pocket.
Well, what we try to do is try to improve every game. When we start out the season, it's more of, okay, what do we have to get better at to win in the tournament, and that's our focus. And then whatever comes through that is a bonus for us. So that helps us keep our mind and our focus on the right things and don't get distracted from what our goals are. And if we can win the SAC championship, that would be awesome. But if we can get something out of this game that's going to help us win a sectional, regional, that's even going to be better for us. So every game is an opportunity for us to see what we have to do to get better, what we have to do as an individual, as we have to do as a team. That is what we're looking for. And in every game, particularly, the last couple of games, we played very tough competition. It challenged us, and now we have to go back and look at film and see what we have to do to get better.
Final question for me, what are you most looking forward to about this game? I mean, two great basketball teams, Friday night, SAC doubleheader. It's going to be our highlight zone game of the week. It's kind of the SAC game of the year as far as the girls go. I mean, it has all the hype. I know we're not going to have the crowd that we normally
Who would have thought
Yeah.
that was going to be between Southside and Carroll? And even you can put Snyder in that equation too, because they're right up there. And that's the exciting thing is that we have now showed the balance of our conference. It's been dominated by Homestead for years. We got opportunities to have new teams to win that, and it just says something about a conference, the coaching and the talent in this conference. And if we're if we're the team that wins it, it's going to be great. But it's just nice that we're in the running.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Thank you. No.
No.